Alright, let's talk about the MDM element, the components that make up this element, and in this particular video we're going to talk about the scoring system, because the scoring system for MDM in particular is different than the scoring system for the history. First, let's talk about the components. There are three components: data, diagnosis, and risk. Now, what you score in each of these components will determine your ultimate score in this element. That same is true for the history. What you score in each of these three components will ultimately give you a score for this element. But the scoring system is a tad different, and so let's walk through that for a minute. Let's pick a better color. In the case of history, your score in this particular element, what goes in this box, will be the lowest of these three scores. So you want to be sure that you do a very good job in your HPI and your review systems and your past family social history, etc., because the lowest score is what goes up here. If you end up documenting an HPI that puts you in position for level 2 billing, and you do a great job with your review systems and a fantastic job in this item as well, it really doesn't matter. The effort that you put in here does not negate the lack of effort that you put in here, so your score is a 2, and that's not what you want. In the MDM section, you have a bit of a benefit. You'll have three different scores here as well, but your MDM element will disregard the lowest score. So in this case, say you do a great job with your data and you put yourself in the position to bill level 4. You do a great job with your diagnoses, you put yourself in position to bill a level 4. But you do a lousy job with your risk and you put yourself in position to bill level 1. Well, the MDM element will discard your lowest score automatically. So your remaining two scores are in play to go into this box. The lowest of these two scores what goes up there. So if these are equal, you're putting yourself in position for level 4 billing. So let's review. In the case of the history element, the score that goes in the box is the lowest of the three scores. You have no benefit here in doing a shabby job in one component and making up for it in the remaining two components. In the MDM element, the score that goes in the box is the lowest of two scores. The third score, which is the lowest score of the three, is discarded. So the lowest score of the remaining two is what goes up here. So you do a shabby job in risk, and you can still make up for it in data and diagnosis and get a good score in MDM to put yourself in position for level 4 billing. Now in the next video, we'll actually go into the items that make up these three components.